Yeah, we'll just. I guess you can respond. I just wanted to ask you maybe two questions. Can we know 100% sure that the Earth is a globe in any way?
No.
Okay. Second question. Has anyone directly measured surface curvature?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me who?
Transcontinental arc, the parallel.
Who? No. That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying who directly measured it. Was there? What persons were there, or people? Was there a group of people?
I could find the people that did it, but
No, I know that, but I'm saying, do you know?
That's called a genetic fallacy, so it doesn't really matter.
No, I'm asking you a question though. Either you know or you don't, right?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay, so you don't know. Yes, it's a problem. It's definitely a problem because the whole topic and the debate surrounds the information of a baseline of knowledge that you do not have, which right now currently seems to be stemming
from. How does the knowledge of who made the?
Okay, so I'm trying to tell you, unless you want to interrupt me and then form your own conclusion. It's up to you. So the knowledge base of what you have right now.
You lagged there, so I interrupted while you were lagging.
Oh, all right. So, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So basically,
go ahead.
Okay, so the knowledge base that you have right now is built on derivative topics that's surrounding like a giant puzzle piece that you're trying to put together. So like all these little clues are going to equal to like curvature. That's what I've been listening to for the past, I don't know, hour and a half that you've been in here. That's what it sounds like to me. You have a lot of evidences that are going to equal to your answer. Is that correct?
That is correct. What's wrong with that?
Because it's not one single direct measurement of the thing in question. So let's put it this way. I'm just going to give you an analogy, right? Like the ones you've been using. So basically, if I have a basketball and I tell you it's a cube, you would be telling me that it's incorrect. And I would be saying, how? You said, because we can directly measure this thing, which it turns out it's going to be a sphere with a radius, diameter, and circumference. And you can show me how in math, also in principle, how this actually operates in reality. So if I was to tell you to do the same with the geometric shape that you're actually standing on, it would not be the same. And I would ask you why? Because it's the same thing in reality, something tangible, something you can actually look at, and you can actually apply maths and then directly measure the thing that you're in question, right? So in this instance, it feels like it's a bit more obscure, and all these little clues that you're talking about don't seem to add to the single direct understanding that we know that the Earth is curving with the set rate that they're telling us with the diameter and radius. So what we're doing right now is we're going round and round and arguing about derivative topics, never getting to the underlying premise that the Earth is indeed measured curvature, because we have all the metrics, as you may or may not know. They're made public to everybody, so we can pull those up and we know what they are. So what I'm saying is that it's a fruitless endeavor that you're on right now, this quest to actually try to prove the thing that you're actually trying to prove, but without proving it directly, but indirectly. And so maybe to you that makes sense, but to everybody here, I know, but I'm saying, but to everybody here, it makes more sense to directly measure the thing in question, and that hasn't been done.
Can you directly measure something that is as large as the Earth?
Yes, absolutely. With the variable. Listen, because I'm going to tell you.
Can you do it the same as a basketball in your hand?
Yes, absolutely.
No, you can't. You can't, because you're big, and you can have bigger things to use as measuring tools for that Earth, right? For that basketball, sorry. But for the Earth, you can only measure a small patch of the Earth at a time.
So that's the thing, though. How did we do it in the first place? Because we have these metrics.
Transcontinental arc, the parallel.
Okay, so is that how we derive the metrics of the Earth? Yes or no?
Well, no. What we did is we have tested it many different ways. Some haven't been exclusive to a globe Earth. Some could be experienced on a flat Earth. But we have then done some that are conclusively for a globe Earth over a flat. Did you hear what I just said, or did you start talking after you'd rambled for like 4 minutes?
We have the metrics. You don't want to look at the metrics.
Did you hear what I just said? Do you hear what I just said, buddy?
No, because it's not the actual direct measurement of the Earth's curvature by which we have.
Did you have a direct measurement of flat Earth? Yes or no?
I don't need to directly measure something.
Exactly. You're a fucking hypocrite.
Okay, so now you're resulting to insults because you're losing. You don't know how to provide evidence for the direct measurement of the Earth's curvature, so you want to spiral.
Transcontinental arc of the parallel. What's wrong with that?
Is this your out? Because it's not directly measuring the surface curvature. That's why. And I asked you, is it? You said no. You conceded. That's great.
No, it is. Transcontinental arc, the parallel, directly measures the curvature of the Earth.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Does it derive? Do we derive the metrics of the Earth's size from that?
Yes.
Show me where.
Great. I will link you the document.
It's a document that you didn't read.
Yeah, the one I did read that you didn't understand. You thought that
Dude, you
all
can
of those
listen.
things that they listed as direct measurements, you thought they'd already applied some form of transformation.
They
Can you read
did.
page 47 this time?
They did.
Go to
No, they
page
didn't,
9.
Indio. Remember? You linked it to me and you read it, and it said that they had put the data in and then
go ahead
they
and-
put the calculation.
Sorry,
Yeah,
dog.
it's called a horizontal reduction.
So,
right?
like, listen, he's. I asked him for direct measurement. He said no. Now he's saying yes. He's going back and contradicting himself. But what he's going to post, because we've all seen this document, right? This PDF. I think is it page 19? Is it on the 4th paragraph? He's going to be astounded to know that it's not. They didn't directly measure anything. They actually pulled it out the Clark spheroid model. That's what they're using. So they didn't measure the curvature of the Earth.
He's denying that that's what they did.
Right, but that's what it directly says on the PDF that he's probably going to post if he hasn't posted it already.
He's denying it means that.
This dude is infamous, though.
In his own meaning.
He's infamous for denying his own references. That's all he does here.
So the thing that I asked him were 2 questions. Can we know if the Earth is measured to have curvature? He's for 100%. Like, can we know that? He said no. Second one was that has it ever been directly measured? And the answer was still no. It was because he's trying to use all these derivative topics to ruffle feathers and try to make it seem like he has a point when he does not. And he starts to get angry and starts to put out insults because he doesn't have an answer. But that's all I wanted to say, just to expose him that he doesn't have an answer, and he wants to dance around it. That's all he knows. And that's all I have to say. I yield the floor.
I did notice he had a lot of direct, pointed personal insults. Now, I did swear at him to say shut up because he was constantly over-talking and through-talking.
Okay, can I talk about Mickey for a second? And how he started off with a genetic fallacy?
We'll talk about him, or do you want to talk about the arguments?
No, his argument. His argument was a genetic fallacy. His argument was, I didn't know who did the measurement, so therefore the measurement is wrong.
That's not a genetic fallacy.
No, he was talking about you. He wasn't talking about the argument.
I don't know who measured the transcontinental.
No, he's pointing out that you have a belief. That's what he was pointing out.
Yeah, you just have a belief.
That's exactly how he started his argument. Is that how you started your argument? Because I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's okay. If you think about his first question,
I said no because we can't be sure of anything. It's basic epistemology. If you knew anything about knowledge, you'd know that.
Oh my goodness, dude!
You said that because I don't know who did it, I'm lacking some knowledge that makes that an actual like a good argument. When that's
no, that was your interpretation, but he never said any of those words.
He specifically said I was lacking some fundamental.
Yeah, that's right, but he didn't
sources that would make my sources incorrect.
No, you're adding that yourself. The incorrect part, you're adding that. He never said that part.
Okay, so for everything I've argued so far, what have I done that have made my arguments incorrect?
Okay. He wasn't arguing against your arguments. He was illustrating the fact that you have a belief.
He was using a genetic fallacy, yeah.
No. Dude, what don't you understand? He was just illustrating the fact that your claims about whatever measurements exist out there, the results of which that you don't actually know are just a belief. Oh my God, dude.
Anyway,
it's about you, dude. This isn't about the measurements. It's about you. Are you like some weird narcissist?
Page 19 of the Arc of the Parallel. Isn't that great?
Dude, listen, before you read that, you need to specifically rebut the claim that they pulled that stuff off of that model.
Well, how about this? I can get right to the heart of this. Why do they use a reference ellipsoid? Why do they use a reference ellipsoid in the first place? Why is this even used? They're just measuring curvature.
We have previous information that tells us the Earth is a sphere. So based on that previous information, people now assume it because it makes sense to do so.
But why is it used in anywhere in any calculation ever? Why do they need it? Why is it necessary?
We have previous evidence that the Earth is a globe.
Okay, that's awesome. But why do they need it? You're not answering the question. Why do they need it in the equations? Why does it exist?
For the
Why not just use the raw measurements, right, and then just come up with it like that? Why use the measurements and reduce them to an ellipsoid? Why are they doing that?
They have the raw measurements and they have the ellipsoid measurements.
Okay, so why are they reducing their raw measurements to the ellipsoid surface, the sea level? Why are they doing that?
Because they want to fit the measurements that they've made onto one larger, grander set of maps or measurements.
Okay, that are based upon old measurements. Were they reduced to another ellipsoid?
No idea what you're talking about.
So you just said the ellipsoid is based upon measurement.
Dude, don't
overtalk me. Don't overtalk me because you know you're fucked now. You're fucked and you know it, dude. Yep, that's right. You're fucked and you know it. You're fucked and you know it, dude. Sorry. You know you're fucked. That's why you're trying to fucking rabble-rouse right now. Listen, you said the ellipsoid's based upon some previous measurements. So these new measurements, arc of the triangulation, they reduce the measurements to the horizontal directions to the surface of this Clark ellipsoid. Where'd they get the Clark ellipsoid from? And when they took those measurements, did they reduce it to some other ellipsoid? How far back does it go?
Assumption upon assumption upon assumption.
To the first measurement of the radius of the Earth, you fucking moron.
When was that?
Do you
When was
understand
that?
how stupid you are?
When was
that?
I don't know. Maybe I don't.
Oh, you don't know. That's
probably prior to Eratosthenes, but Eratosthenes did the first one, and then we worked out
sorry, I missed that. I missed that.
Actually correct, using different styles
is he
of
talk about Al
measurement.
Biruni?
We've done it
Yeah, I
dozens
missed
of different ways. How do you guys not understand?
When was this measurement, dude?
Okay, the radius of the Earth's never been measured and can't even be measured in your paradigm.
His whole argument is based on he doesn't know. That's it. I've been saying I don't know this whole time, dogs.
You blow your father with
That's
that?
embarrassing, bro.
Look, you know what the answer is.
Look. Should we just
It's
read this?
embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself, dogs.
Yeah, you're so emotional, man. What you talking about? AI's emotions?
Go back and learn some more.
Let's have a good cry.
Yeah, I got a shoulder you can cry on. Go on. Go back to McToon and go get some more information from him because you're not up to date, bro. This is weak sauce, bro.
You guys haven't given a single argument for flat Earth.
Bro. You don't know about
Eratosthenes.
I don't know. Are you 100% sure? No, we can't never be. Well, you don't know anything, bro.
Dude, it's not.
Anyone that knows about epistemology knows you can't be 100% sure about anything except.
Well, then you don't know the Earth. Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah,
and
that's nonsense.
It's provisional knowledge. It's knowledge that isn't 100% complete, but it is still knowledge. You have two competing hypotheses, and one has over 50% probability of being correct based on predictive evidence, then you should go with the hypothesis that has a greater predictive evidence. This is epistemology 101. It's fallibilism.
Dude, you just don't know.
That's your lack of fundamental knowledge about knowledge is the problem. That's why you're all fucking flat earthers, because you're too dumb to understand.
You don't know anything, dude. I love it. I love that you don't know. Please.
What he basically said is that if
tell me why fallibilism is incorrect.
If something has a greater than 50% probability and you have no other alternatives, you should accept it as true until something new comes along. Then it becomes false. Hooray.
Great. That's great. So give me something new that comes along that disproves the globe.
You don't know. That's all.
Nothing's come along that proves the globe.
That's all, folks.
I just gave you like 4 different things, didn't I?
No. Yeah, 4 different things that don't prove.
Yeah, 4 different things that you don't understand.
From towers is one. Yeah.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't, dude. Towers. Bridge towers are not evidence of curvature. You're a clown, dude.
Go try to.
We need to find some way to disprove these things instead of just saying.
You haven't proved it in the first instance, you weirdo.
And I didn't add in this specific number.
You haven't proved it in the first instance, dogs. So don't even be saying that you got all this evidence. You got shit, bro. You ain't proved nothing.
Can you tell me what's wrong with the
saying that? I don't know. That's what you said, bro.
We got to do that again.
Jesus. If you read that document, there's not enough information in that document to make an evaluation. And
but
you
that
claim
that it's wrong, does it? The experts, the people that built it, say
the experts. Exactly. Exactly. You just said it all. Your actual true epistemology. The experts.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's all over. It's all over for him. I don't know if you realize it, but it's over.
Hold on, not yet. Clear?